is the moment we waited for.
Artlist.io.
We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down.
Music licensing reimagined.
Watch the game change, yeah.
Artlist.io.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. I do not gamble, but bet on me. Tell them that's life, yeah, it's la vie. I'm taking a shot for my enemies. I can't waste no more time on my energy. I know they know I got it on lock. Go against me, that's a long shot. Cause I kinda win.
Music licensing reimagined.
Boy, I don't stop. Who do you feel when they make you the monster? I am not scared of none of you imposters. Taking the lead now while they watching. Think you should leave now while the option. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. We're running the game now. Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome into Sports Chat, Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And as you guys can see the title, I think that title is very well suited, especially as this last game of the evening is still going on between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. It's 23-all, a minute 33 left in the fourth quarter. Detroit is driving, 1st and 10. Houston has no timeouts. Got to see where the ball's at exactly so I can tell you what's going on. The ball is on the 37-yard line. And goes for a 2-yard run. 2nd down and 8. Houston has no timeout. Detroit is facing their field goal, the goal post, so they're heading towards their end zone. They're on the Texans 35. The clock is ticking. Just a bit over 60 seconds. 60 seconds to go. They're slow grinding on the Lions because the Texans doesn't have any timeout. 2nd and 8. 2 tight ends. They're running the ball again with is that Montgomery? Yes, sir. Well, they're spotting the ball. They will spot 40 seconds left. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3rd down is the down. It's safe to say they're setting up for a field goal. Campbell is telling them he's going to get the clock down. He's going to get ready to call a timeout with about 3 seconds to go, more than likely. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 5 seconds. So it's going to be 6 seconds left because he would have had a delayed game, but it don't look right because they rushed the ball and they didn't have a full 40 seconds. He was trying to get it. Oh, he got it down to 4. They just changed the clock to 4 seconds. 3rd and 7. He got a timeout in. Are they going for the field goal? Detroit is bringing the field goal team out. It's 3rd and 7 from. Let me see. I can't have the volume on because I don't want to get that caught up. So I'm doing play-by-play myself. I don't need Mike Tirico and them. I got me, Mr. 33, giving you the game call. The last seconds of the Lions and Texans. Will this game be over? It's a 52-yard field goal attempt. Here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Snap. Kicks. It's good. Detroit has pulled the game out. Ball game is over. The Detroit Lions have just defeated the Houston Texans 26-23. Detroit now goes to 8-1. Houston on a 2-game losing streak, going down to 6-4. It was a good game, y'all. Well, since that was the last game, let that be the first game. So on this game, y'all, Detroit started off very sluggish. They was down 23-7 by halftime. So there was a lot of turnovers in this game. There's a lot of twists and turns as well. Let's see. I know for sure Jared Goff did not have his most prolific game. He had at least 3 turnovers in this game. But I know my 33 brother coming up here, so I might as well just drop this thing down there, huh? Cause he coming. He gonna tell me how sloppy the game was, but he gonna take the win. So that's what we gonna do. But anyway, Jared Goff had 3 interceptions. C.J. Stroud had a very awkward game as well. Let me give y'all the stats. While they're talking about it now, they're having a post-game conversation. Give it to y'all right now. Jared Goff was 15 of 30. I said he had 3 interceptions. My bad, y'all. 15 of 30, 240 yards, 5 interceptions. 5. He has 5 interceptions. It's nothing really pretty to write about. The running game, Jahmyr Gibbs had 71 yards, 19 carries. Montgomery had 32 yards, 12 carries. The receivers, 66 for Laporta. He got hurt. He left the game. Amon St. Brown had 6 catches for 60 yards. So, as you can see, there's nothing really to write home about. This was a very different game. On the other side, C.J. Stroud was 19 of 33, 232 yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Mixon was very quiet. He had 46 yards on 25 carries. Michi III had a good game. He had 74 receiving yards on 5 catches and a touchdown. But it's all about the team stats, y'all. Right? It's about the turnovers. There was 5 interceptions thrown. They had 5 interceptions. Did the Texans, and they capitalized early in the game, but in the second half they did nothing. They was outscored, literally outscored. They was outscored 19-0 in the second half. As Detroit found a way to come back into this game and win it, 26-23. Oh my goodness, that's gotta be something else. Oh my gosh, that is just unbelievable game, right? So, like I said, Detroit goes to 8-1. They stay the conference best in the NFC with this win. The Texans fall to 6-4, but because of their division, they're still on top. They've got I think the Colts just lost, so I think they're 4-5. So, as far as that goes, the Texans are still in the NFC South. Commander, what up now? our buddy gonna come on soon because his team just won the game, and but he'll be on shortly. But in the meantime, let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and their game today. What a weird game that was. The Kansas City Chiefs had no business winning this game, but of course, there's going to be some speculations and things like that, controversy. But they pulled out a 16-14 win, right? They won because with about 3 seconds left, Denver went to kick the field goal. And lo and behold, the Kansas City special teams blocked the kick on the last play of the game to secure the victory for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're now 9-0. There he go. I told you he was coming. What up, 9? So Kansas City blocked the kick and secured their undefeated season to go 9-0. They haven't lost in almost a year, but they're 9-0 this year. Bo Nix had a good game though. I mean, Denver played them the best that they could. Bo Nix had 22 of 30, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Right, Cortland Sutton had 70 yards and a touchdown on 6 catches. Like, it's nothing that they could have done. They played Kansas City tooth and nail. Mahomes was 28 of 42 for 266 yards, 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt was the lead receiver and the leading rusher. He had 35 rushing yards on 14 carries, 65 receiving yards on 7 catches. Now, he was scared, Commander. He was scared to death. He ain't got a lot of kicking, but he was scared to death. Yeah, so like I said, even this game, it wasn't much to write home about. But the fact that they pulled it off tonight is exactly, I mean, this afternoon is what happened. No interceptions in this game. It was no turnovers. It was a hard-fought game, but Kansas City stopped them at the last second, blocked their field goal, and now they're 9-0. The other game we're going to talk about, that's, obviously Kansas City has a secure lead on the AFC West because they're 9-0, and I believe Denver is right behind them at that 5-5 mark, as well as the Los Angeles Chargers, who won their game this afternoon, 27-17, over the Tennessee Titans. But the other game of the day was the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that game was tooth and nail. But, the Steelers pulled that game out. They pulled it out with a 28-27 win. A nice throw from Russell Wilson to Mike Williams. That's killing me personally because he just was traded to the Steelers from the Jets, and he caught the game-winning touchdown for them and secured the victory. But Pittsburgh showed a lot of guts. They showed that they can handle a running quarterback, and so they're going to play Baltimore next week for the division, for the AFC North. Russell Wilson was 14 of 28, 195 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. George Pickens had 91 receiving yards, 5 receptions. Mike Williams had 1 catch, but it was the biggest catch of the day, 32 yards for that game-winning touchdown. It was a decent running game. Najee Harris and Warren. Well, Najee Harris had 53 yards on 21 carries, and Warren had 66 yards on 14 carries. As for the Commanders, well, they lost their division lead. How about that? We'll talk about that in a second. Jaden Daniels, 17 of 34, 202 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. A mediocre running game. Eckler was the leading rusher with 44 yards and 13 carries. McLaurin had 113 yards with 5 receptions, but no touchdowns. So their touchdowns were coming from everywhere but where it was supposed to come from, the ground. Eckler did have 2 touchdowns rushing, and McNichols had a touchdown. and I think Chin ran one back, if I'm not mistaken. But now the Steelers are 7-2, and the Commanders are 7-3 going into next week. And like I said, Pittsburgh will be playing Baltimore. I can't remember who the Commanders are playing. I think I'm lying. The Commanders play the Eagles. How? The Commanders play the Eagles on Thursday night. I just remember this Thursday night game. Speaking of those Eagles, the Eagles, like I said, they just took first. Well, they played. Who they played today? I don't remember. They played the Cowboys, and they destroyed the Cowboys today in convincing fashion. 34-6 was their score. Nothing. I know there's nothing really right on about this one. Jalen Hurts had 14-20, 202 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Saquon Barkley had 66 yards rushing on 14 carries. A.J. Brown had 109 yards, 5 receptions, no touchdowns. But this was simply about what they wanted to do to them. Dallas Goedert had their touchdown. The other tight end Wilson had a touchdown, and Jalen Hurts did 2 Philly push or whatever you want to call that, and they just destroyed the Cowboys. Cooper Rush only had 45 yards on 23 attempts and 13 completed passes. There's no running game, as Dowdle had 53 yards on 12 carries. So like I said, the Eagles are going to host the Commanders for first place. With their record, because of their record, the Eagles are now in first place. I can't forget about Buffalo. Buffalo won their game 30 to 20 over the Colts. So their division lead is large. I think, because the Jets is in second place, and of course the Cardinals, who's in first place in the NFC West. They defeated the New York Jets. My goodness, 31-6. If I'm not mistaken, Kyler Murray only had 2 incompletions in that game, and they did what they wanted to. The Jets defense didn't show up. Their offense didn't show up, and now the Cardinals are now 6-4. I ain't even dealing with him, Commander. Oh, snap. I didn't even see you in the back. My bad. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Oh. Is this a private chat? Got you. My bad. You ain't back there. I don't see you. You ain't back there. I don't see you, homie. It would have said guess. It went to more. I didn't even see him. Oh, he'll be back. See, don't try to play me. The Lions just played the Houston Texans, Commander. They played that was the Sunday night game. It just went like they still talking, but they played the Houston Texans, and I know he's gonna have so much to talk about. He's gonna be so disappointed, but he can't. He's gonna be disappointed, but he's not gonna be disappointed with the result of the game, because there is a lot to like. He squeaked that in. That winning thing, yes, it did. No wonder the Lions won. Yeah, it wasn't great. It was not great. It wasn't great at all. But they'll take the win. I'm looking at the post game now. They gave the game ball to the kicker, so they're okay. They're celebrating their win. Oh, I forgot the Falcons lost to the Saints. That's the NFC South. So all the division winners have been spoken about. What up, though?
What up, though? Why you trying to be disappointed? We got the L. I mean, we got the W.
Nah, you couldn't have liked that game.
Why not, bro? Look, this is the thing,
Don't do
right?
that. Don't do that.
This
Don't
is
do
this
that.
is nah. This is what you gotta understand, man. This Detroit, right? We get it the way we get it, right? And we gotta. What did Dan Campbell say? We go, we go bite kneecaps off. That's what we had to do. We had to bite some kneecaps off, but we got the W. It just show our grit. It just show the tenacity. Look, they was getting. I don't know what the hell was happening in the first. Look, when the first half ended, I said, okay, game time. Let's see what y'all got. Because you have to admit this. If you look at the Lions this season and last season, in my opinion, they are the best NFL team at adjusting at the halftime. And that's exactly what they did. The defense start balling. He was literally talking like, we got to get turnover. Carlton Davis was like, give me that. All right, coach, you got it. What you gonna do with it, offense? Go down. They don't do nothing. Then Carlton Davis say, you know what? I'm gonna get another one. Here you go. What you gonna do with it now? You gonna score, or we gonna have to score? Old boy was like, okay, look, let me stop throwing picks. Let me just throw the ball. Bam.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, like I
So
said, they did go on a 19-0 second half run. They left them at 23. They went into halftime with 23 to the Texans. They came out the whole game with 23 points. So you can't say that the defense did not rise up. That's one thing that nobody can say about this game.
and, and I'm gonna show you something else that I don't think people was paying attention to. They new acquisition had an impact in this game and wasn't even playing, bro. Did you see him coaching up the line on a
I did.
timeout? And you seen the adjustments they was making. He was showing them like go rip inside to go outside, dip your shoulder. He was showing James Houston that. James Houston got around that damn corner so quick, see they thought was like, oh no, interception, let's go. So I mean, he was having an impact, wasn't even on the field. He was there. That's Detroit ball, bro. That's Detroit ball. Pistons almost did it too. They almost did it.
I seen that too, and that's why I'm
But
saying that. That's why I told you what was that the other day. That hey, Detroit, you got to be feeling real good about themselves. Their team made it further than the baseball team made it. The Tigers made it further than they were supposed to. The Lions are doing what they're supposed to, and Detroit is playing some good basketball, competitive basketball, something that they haven't done in a while. So I understand that the D is excited. So stand up, Detroit. I guess. But
well, I'm gonna give you a
this game.
stat too. I'm gonna
Go
give you a
ahead.
stat. Dan Campbell was 1-13 when down double digits at halftime. 1-13. And guess when that
It's
one came today?
today.
He was 0-12. When they read that stat, I was like, well, I guess today is a good day to break that. And that's what he did. So shout out to the Lions, man. I knew I had faith in him the whole time. I'm telling you, at halftime, I was like, okay, let's see what y'all got. Let's see let's see if y'all all what they say they are. This dude threw 3 interceptions before halftime,
And
then
a
came
half.
out and threw two
Right.
more.
Right.
The third
Yeah.
one I ain't even blame him for. Okay, that's a Hail Mary pass. Okay, shit happened. But then the other two, I'm like, bro, what is you doing? Like golf, bro. They saved golf, man. Their team saved golf. This the thing with golf that I seen a couple years ago, and they did very well the last 2 years. But this team and Tampa Bay got to him. The reason he was so efficient because he wasn't throwing the ball away, but he throws the ball away. He don't give them opportunity to make a play a lot of times, and when he do try to force it, I see why he throw the ball away. You know, um, I see why he do that now. But it was a lot of balls he underthrew that could have been plays. A lot of balls, and that was the old golf. Hopefully, he shake that off and go back to what he was before this game. I mean, it's
But
football.
yeah. But this, like going into this second half, and he threw those two interceptions. I'm like, no. But when I want to say the 9 minute mark, even though he threw the ball back to them, you see the momentum shifting. when C.J. Stroud missed that receiver in the end zone and he picked it off in the end zone, you could see the momentum shifting right then and there, and they never got close to the end zone again after that. Not one time.
Mm-mm.
See what I'm saying?
Nope.
So, it's very easy to say, not because you're here, but Detroit has to feel like this is something magical. This is something special. Because to be
Yeah.
down 23-7 with three interceptions in the first half, and then he throws two more, and overcome that and stop them and outscore them 19-0 in the second half, Detroit has to feel like this is something special. We see we see the 49ers. They're trying to get their team back together. The NFC East, they about to fight each other to death now, as Philadelphia and Washington has the same amount of wins, and they're playing each other on Thursday. So you guys are sitting pretty right now. Well, you got Minnesota right behind y'all. They did win today. What was the score? 12-7. They struggled, but they won. But Sam Darnold was starting to look like Sam Darnold. So, you know, but you guys, Detroit, the people of Detroit, the fans of Detroit, like there was a lot of Detroit people in Houston cheering them on, everything.
Bro,
I ain't
we
know
need
the
to get
Lions
on
travel like
stadium,
that.
bro. We America's team, bro. Everybody love the Lions now, bro. Y'all gonna be Lion fans next year. Stop playing. After we win the
Yeah,
Super Bowl, stop playing.
I
We gonna
that ain't
play,
happening.
man. Cause you gonna be a Lions fan. You gonna be
I'm
like
really not
Jerry
going.
Rick, go, Jerry Rick, go. That's what you gonna be
I,
screaming about.
nah, I ain't gonna be doing that at all. That's your team.
But they
But
about to make a Disney movie after the Lions after this, bro.
I don't know what they're gonna do. But like I said, I know momentum is on their side. So I definitely understand that. That was like it was a sloppy game, but they still managed to win. Like
And
nobody
then,
could. Go ahead.
bro, I was tripping. I'm like, why is Panay Sewell not at left tackle? But then I seen in the second half why he went at left tackle because they like to run the ball on the right. So they rather have him over there and he can pull better from right to left probably than left to right. So I think he pulled. I think he good pulling right. I don't know how well he pulled up, but that's how the offense is designed. You know, to have the pass the right side. I mean, left side guard golf and the right side push the power forward. That's how they line design. You know, that's why they
Mm,
do. That's why they never switch Decker because how well Sewell and whatchamacallit is Zettler work on that right side.
whatever they. But it's interesting because even when the game ain't going right, the team finds a way to push the button to make it go right. Right? Like there's no way in the like I said, 23-7. He's still coming out throwing the ball, bouncing the ball all over the place, throwing interceptions. I'm like, how are they gonna win this game? But Houston gave the game back to them, and they took the momentum and ran with it. You can't complain about that, right? Really can't.
Bro,
So
Houston ain't
go
give the
ahead.
game to them. The Lions took that shit, bro. Let's be real.
You
They
think
took that. They ripped them boys' hearts out, bro. When they needed to make plays, they made the plays. Arnold Terry, he was looking suspect the whole game until that last play. He got in there and broke it up. You know, he hurt us, so he put his
right?
body on the line. But he was looking
Yes.
like that pass interference. I'm like, bro, turn around, get your head. Like, that's my thing with him, bro. He gotta get to a point where he challenged the ball and stop trying to prevent the defender from catching the ball. This is the NFL, this ain't college, bro. You gotta challenge
Right.
you gotta turn around, bro, or that's a call. I mean, it's cool, but now you're getting in crunch time. You know what I'm saying? Where teams buckling down. And I'm pretty sure people will challenge him deep because there's so many. Most of his calls came deep. His PI calls came deep. So only thing you gotta do if you need 2 yards, throw the ball deep against Arnold. He go pass interference.
Mm. BDB, what up though, nine? What's going on? How you feeling? How you living? We
What
over
up,
here,
man?
we allowing the word to cheer up his victory because now they're 8-1 in Detroit. Detroit is standing up. Detroit made a comeback like it was nothing. So I'm allowing them to have his victory celebration because we know that field goal would have
Don't call it a
missed.
comeback. We've been here, son.
we would have heard word canceling the live tonight. He'd have canceled it. A
I
whole
wasn't
bunch
even
of
gonna go
stuff.
live tonight. My wife making me go live. My wife,
You supposed to win live tonight. What you talking about? You
what
just
was
told
I supposed to
everybody.
talk about tonight? I ain't even got nothing to
I,
say. She was like,
I
just
forgot.
go on. I wasn't even supposed. I wasn't gonna go live tonight. Last night I
You
was like, I'll be back Friday.
you put it, sir. You put it in the you put it in the chat. Like I'm going live tonight. After the night, I ain't going live till next week.
No, I said I'll be around. I didn't say live.
Okay. I could have
I don't
sworn you
think I
said I
did.
ain't going live for
I
until
don't
next
know,
week.
bro.
I'll be around.
I've been sober for almost a week. Okay, I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck I be doing.
well,
Okay,
that's what's
when I'm
happening. You
sober,
keep talking.
you know how people act when they high, when they don't know what they're doing. That's me when I'm sober. I don't know what the hell be going on. It's just stuff be
That's what
going on.
happened when you go cold turkey.
Mhm.
That's what happened when you go cold turkey. Yeah, well,
Bro,
I'm
yeah.
looking at because I'm like, you good? Yeah, he said, oh, you said you won't be on till Friday. That's what you said. You ain't gonna be on till Friday.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't know, but like I said, they made the nice run. They get to sit back and chill. I don't know who do y'all play next week.
I do not know. I don't even be looking at
I
the
don't.
schedule, bro.
I don't know either. Like I said, if I didn't know,
I don't
if
even.
I didn't
I
know the
just know it's a
Commanders and
W.
Eagles were playing, I wouldn't have known that either.
I
But
just
it
know
was.
it's a W. Whoever we play, it's a W, bro. Oh, the Jaguars. We play the Jaguars.
Oh yeah, that's a win then. Okay, there you go. I already know the
Yeah,
pick for you next week.
and
I don't even know what time
it's
they play. It got to be a 1 o'clock game. I already know. I know the pick already. That's crazy.
what who in the lead so far with the picks? I know I lost a couple games. I picked the
Uh,
40. I meant to pick. I picked the Bucks. I meant to pick the 49ers. I don't like picking against the Bucks, but they ain't got nobody, so it's like dumb to pick them. And I don't know. I think it was, I don't know. So I know I lost that game, and then I lost. It was another game. I'm like, hold on. Oh, the Saints. I'm like, what the fuck going on
yeah, they
down there?
lost. Yeah,
Saints won.
yeah, they did win. Uh, let me get to this thing
They
right
beat the
now.
Falcons, right? But that's
They
the
beat the
divisional.
Falcons. That's a division. No, but even with that divisional game, they wasn't supposed to win that game either. I seen that game, but
But they
okay,
is when it's
yeah,
divisional teams, it's different, bro. It's different. A
yeah,
team can suck the whole season and play in the
yeah.
divisional, and because a lot of teams
They
built their teams around, to face divisional teams. A lot of teams built their teams like that. That's what I'm saying. Like Baltimore be looking unstoppable until they play a divisional game, and then you be like, oh shit.
well, we're gonna find out next week because they playing Pittsburgh, and that's Pittsburgh's first game, divisional game of the year, week 11. I don't know how
Yeah,
they
I'm
did
picking.
that, but
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh on that one. As long as they're healthy, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh because I think if they play in Pittsburgh,
I think they're playing in Baltimore.
never mind.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that. But now that I'm looking at the stats, the picks, you picked Baltimore. You didn't pick the Giant game because you sent it in late. You picked the Bears. You lost with
Did
the
the Bears
Bears. You
win?
lost with
Oh,
yeah. The Bears didn't even score a touchdown. The
who
Bears
did
they
they
scored a
play?
touchdown at the Patriots.
Oh, that's why I picked the Bears. Oh. I don't
You
watch the
lost with the
Patriots, bro. I
Bears.
don't know.
I didn't watch. I don't watch them either. That's in my division. You lost with the Bears, the Falcons, the Bucks.
Okay, I can
That's
live
who you
with that.
lost
And
with.
I
One,
and
two,
uh, and I
three.
didn't pick the one game.
You didn't pick
I,
the
I
Giant
meant
game,
to
right?
I meant to pick last
I,
night when I got off live, but when I got in the room, my daughter was woke, so I changed her and then playing with her and totally forgot to pick her this morning. And then when I woke up, I'm like, damn, that game already over. So I was trying to hurry because I didn't wake up until late. So I was trying to hurry and get my picks in. And then I still missed some picks. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know who the hell was playing.
Right. Uh, yeah, BDB, they all doing their thing. That's why we're having this conversation. I'm letting him have his day. They're 8-1. They're head honchos in the division in the conference. So
In the
they trying to
NFL,
get
just
that
say it
bye.
like it is. Just say
I
what it
mean,
is, bro. Let's just
I
say
mean,
what it is. In the NFL, bro.
nah,
In the NFL.
I ain't gonna say the NFL because they're not undefeated. They're not
But they
undefeated.
ain't nobody doing what they doing. So yeah, NFL.
Okay, that's how you feel.
Show me one
But
other quarterback who can throw 5 interceptions and still win a game. Show me that.
Patrick
And then
Mahomes,
when has he ever threw 5 interceptions and won a game?
can't tell you that. Nobody's
He
ever thrown
ain't
five
do it.
interceptions in one game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. We fuck up just to show you like how good we are. Okay. We like this.
Okay.
Look, we gonna let y'all win this game. We tired. Side. We gonna come back at the end and put a rookie kicker in who never kicked it in college. Only in the UFL. We gonna put him in because this is hometown. He go get it by the skin of his teeth, both of them. We gonna let him win the game for us. How about that? Okay, watch this, y'all.
Oh man,
And that's what we did.
it's like I said. This week was full of a lot of close games. It was some outstanding games, so I can't even complain. I really can't. It don't matter. It don't matter where we was going with it. Uh,
Oh,
like I said, Denver was supposed to win that game today. They got the field goal at the last second, so that's why Kansas City is still undefeated. So
something
like
told me
I
to pick
said,
Denver.
I thought about picking Denver. I'm like, nah, I can't.
So
Something
what did
crazy
they
gonna
win?
happen. Okay, great.
What did they win?
you know, uh, Pittsburgh did get it. They got a big win. I like how they came back. You know, they scored that last touchdown in the final few minutes of the game, and then they held Jalen Daniels down to nothing. So they kept him they kept him away because he trying to get them to a field goal. He couldn't even do that. So T.J. Watt showed up at the end. That's what I'm saying. That's why this game next week is going to be a lot of divisional games, right? Like I said, you got the first game going to be the Commanders and Eagles. That's Thursday night football. That's the very first game of the week. And now, like I said, you got what did I say? What else going to play? The Ravens and Steelers. They probably flex that to the night game. Kansas City plays Buffalo.
Bro,
Uh,
bro,
right.
it's gonna
That's
be
what I'm saying.
some slobber knockers. Remember that from back in the day?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
gonna be
that
some
shout out to
slobber
Jim Burrow.
knockers. Bro,
And
we
that's
talking
why.
about. Oh, go ahead, man. My bad.
No, I'm just saying it's just the season's winding down. These games is becoming more and more important. Some of them are for division, some of them for conferences, for the conference itself. So it's gonna be some great games.
This is when you see who if people are what they are. This is now it's time to see if these teams are who they say they are. There's a lot of people getting healthy. McCaffrey coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people who weathered the storm to get some of their players back. Lions about to get a ton of players back. They about to get about three. They defensive back. Mosley coming back and man Fowler. They both was on a 21 day. They just ain't play today. They'll be available next week, and that's a good game to get their feet back under 'em. Playing the
Yeah, with the
Jaguars, that'll be
Jag.
a good game.
Right. Yes,
So they
sir.
go get healthy. Um, then you got teams who started off hot and then they lost a lot of pieces. You know,
Yeah.
like the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what you can do with what you got. Can you make that run or do you just flop and try to get a better position in the draft? So now you about to see who the pretenders and who's serious. Because we was talking about three
Absolutely.
teams in the North. I don't know now, bro. Because that East
Nah,
is, I mean, is that East is, I mean, the Washington, they doing their thing over there. The Eagles and I mean the Jets. I don't know. I think I got a feeling they go on a good 5 game streak out of what, six
I ain't,
games left.
I ain't, I ain't even listening to you about that. Go ahead. Don't try to boost my ego.
I mean,
Go ahead with that one.
they go compete. Watch the Jets go compete.
Yeah, they ain't got no
Rodgers got
choice
too
to.
much pride. He got too much
I don't
pride.
care about none of that. But you got the NFC. See what's going on is you got the NFC West, right? Like you got the Cardinals in the first place, right? They're 6-4. You got the 49ers, they just won. They're 5-4. The Rams are 4-4, and the Seahawks is 4-5. So that division is not over by a long shot. There's too many games. What is it? 7 games left. 8 games. Some of them
Hmm.
got 8 games, and they're only down by the 49ers is a game back. The Rams and Seahawks is a game and a half back. And the Rams play the 49ers next week. And that's why I'm saying all of these games are going to count as you go along. The Rams play the Patriots, so I'm pretty sure everybody think they're going to win. uh, I said the Seahawks play the 49ers. Who does Arizona play? Or do they play? Or do they buy? They may be on their buy. I don't even see them on the schedule.
I
Yeah,
think
they on
this
their buy.
the Jags is gonna be the last like soft team for the Lions because they got to play the Bills and they got to play their division. They got to play the Bears twice. They got to play Minnesota and Green Bay. So what's that? Four, 5 games.
4 or 5. Mm-hmm. They're eight
So
and one.
they
They
got
got 2 or 3 more games. Now they got some.
yeah.
They probably got some more teams. That's a little bit off. Let me
I
see their
think they
schedule.
probably go drop like 3 games. I wouldn't even be mad at them if
You
they
should.
split with the division. I wouldn't be mad. That I think they gonna win that Bills game. I think that's I think they built to take on the Bills. I don't think the Bills defense. I don't
They
think the
played the
Bills
Colts.
defense.
Here's their
They
last.
played it.
Here's their last games. They played Jacksonville Sunday. The the Colts the week after that. The Bears on the 28th. The Packers come to Detroit on the 5th.
Oh,
Buffalo comes to you guys on the 15th.
oh,
The Bears is on the 22nd. Oh, y'all play the 49ers on the 30th. And then the
bro,
last game is the Vikings coming down to you guys January
bro.
5th.
So they got the 49ers, Bills, and then
They
they
got the
still got the
49ers, the
division.
Bills, the Packers, the Bears twice, like you said. Minnesota's the last game, but they're coming to Detroit. They're coming to the
They
D.
gonna need some rest going into the. They gonna need to have that number one spot, bro. They gonna
They
need
nah,
that
they just
number.
gotta
They gonna need that bye week.
they
They
just
gonna
gotta win
need
these
that.
next 2 games before they get to the divisional play. They beat if they take care of business against the Colts and the Jags, they should be fine.
Get
That'll
them,
make them
man. They
ten
need
and
to
one.
blow them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to rest those guys. You get those big leads. They're not the Texans. I don't know what happened. They was on Jared Goff today. So I
Bro,
don't think I
it
don't
was
I don't think these guys got that defense to do that.
it was that Nickelback, bro. I'm telling you, that Nickel, whatever that dude name was, bro, he was every fucking word, bro. He was in the backfield. He was breaking up passes. It was that one dude, bro. And when I'm telling you, they adjusted. They kept shifting. When they start shifting like that, and then JMO, like if you notice, most of the time he pushed JMO wasn't on the field. Man, man. Shout out to Jameson Williamson, bro. He faced that boy. Everything he been through. That first catch he made, bro. He wasn't supposed to make that. He bobbled it, caught it. It took, and then he took a blow, came back in the game, and still balled up. Shout out to Jameson.
Football said it was a down commander. They're down. I mean, I don't think the sales are gonna go up until like the playoff time because you know Everybody's looking for, well, everybody's trying to see if Kansas City repeat, you know? So they may be tired of that story of Kansas City itself. But that's the only dynamics that they're worried about. They're not worried about and now they're undefeated. So that may start to pick up a little bit as we head to Thanksgiving. I don't know the Thanksgiving schedule. We know Detroit playing on Thanksgiving. We know that Dallas playing on Thanksgiving. I don't know the third game for Thanksgiving. But and then even with that, right? You guys get 10 days off after Thanksgiving. So that's the rest that you need. That's the rest you're gonna get anyhow. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I think is that the Bears? Let me check the schedule again. Yeah, I think that's the Bears. I think you guys play the Bears on Thanksgiving.
The Bears. The Bears.
Yeah, they ain't scored a touchdown in 6 weeks. So I mean, 2 games. They struggling. Thanksgiving is what, the 28th? Yep, y'all play Chicago. Y'all play Chicago at 12:30. So it might be a black and blue Thursday for the Bears.
I don't, bro. You gotta Google and see when the last time the Lions won a Thanksgiving Day game.
What you mean?
Bro, I can't remember when the last time they lost last year and the year before that. But did they lose the year before that? They might have won the year before that. I know last year that joke broke my heart. I'm like, hold on, bro, how we lose?
It must. Well, you saying it? I'm gonna go Google it. Lions on Thanksgiving. Uh,
Come on, change your diaper. Come on.
Lions wins on Thanksgiving.
Come on.
Yeah, they're gonna get 10 days minimum, Commander. After that Thursday, uh, after that Thursday, they go straight to the next Sunday. They won't even play. Oh, oh look, they told you they ain't won since 2016 on Thanksgiving Day.
I told you. Told you, bro. I can't remember. Like when I said I can't remember when the last time they won a thing. And I think that was who did they play? The Vikings?
That's correct. Look at you know on your
You
team.
know why?
Shout
Because
out.
that's the last Thanksgiving Day game I went to.
Oh boy.
I got pictures from that game. I remember when we won, bro. We was hyped, and it was this homeless guy, man. That jump was heartbreaking. But we was lit. Everybody was lit. People was going crazy down there. It was a good game. People going crazy, and then somebody ran the homeless guy over. He was like, "We're huge Lion fans." He always be at the stadium during the game. Cool dude, and the Piston game. I mean, the Tiger game, not the Piston game. Piston went down there yet. Or it was Red Wings, one of them.
He ain't gonna be 10 days, Commander. It's coming tonight. This might be this might be he might do the pop the balloon today. I don't know what he's gonna do today. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what he's doing tonight. I just know, he got that victory. He good. He content. We just read off the lineup for the Detroit Lions for the rest of the year. So
Man,
he got them. He said he got them losing 2 more games. So that would make them 14-3. That's what it will make them. That should be enough for the conference leaders and the bye. So if they do everything they need to do, they'll have 10 days off, and then they'll have that next week off. They'll have like 2 weeks off coming. So they're sitting good right now. I don't think they have nothing to worry about, to be honest with you, till like the end of the year. The 49ers can't even catch them. So they may. Well, let's see what Minnesota do. Well, Green Bay didn't play today, so we got to find out what's going to happen with them.
and they got to play
Even
each
though
other too. They got
right.
to play us, and they got to play each other. So that's what I'm saying, Minnesota. That's why I said it's gonna be a slobber knocker towards the end of the year, bro. Because we just gonna be beating each other up right before playoffs. That's what's gonna happen. Why? because when they play, especially when Minnesota, I mean, when Green Bay and Detroit play, they be smacking each other, bro.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Now, that's a real rivalry. Green Bay won't call it a rivalry because they never felt the Lions was a rival because they was never good. So that's why Green Bay never. Bro, I'm telling you, like I'm talking about talking to Packer fans. This is what they tell you. Like it can't be a rivalry. You got to be good. They used to say that about the Lions.
So yeah, because their rival was the Bears. So well, they couldn't have said that because the Bears wasn't good for a long time.
No,
So now we know. Well, Aaron Rodgers ain't there, so we're gonna find out.
it
We're
always
gonna
been
find out.
it always been Green Bay and Minnesota who was rival. The
Hmm.
Bears they used to be rival with Minnesota and Green Bay, but I got a couple Packer like hardcore Packer fans as friends, so I'll be having fun now.
So it's gonna be an interesting. It's going like I said, we're winding down the stretch. It's gonna be interesting. Uh, I mean, you know, we're gonna see who's gonna do what. But as we already stated, looking towards next week, we got those three big games already. We got the Eagles and the Eagles and Commanders. That's gonna be the Thursday game. So, and then you got the Steelers and the Ravens. I don't know who to pick this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen the schedule. I don't even know who to pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see, because these are the games that you think that some of these teams, like some of these good teams, they're gonna overlook the teams. So you might see the Giants get a win against somebody because they overlooked them. You know what I mean? So it's that type. It's about the preparation, how much they're gonna be prepared for these games. Because you get one of them teams that ain't supposed to win and they ain't come up to win, it may not mean nothing to nobody but the 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 team that lost. Because they know they looking past these certain teams. You look past the Giants, you look past the Jaguars, you look past the Jets, you look past the Raiders, you know what I mean? You look past these guys because they're not doing a hill of beans. They're just playing to play. Some of them are just playing, to keep their coaches alive. You look past the Saints. You know what I mean? You look past those teams because they 2-7, 3-7, 3-6, 2-8, whatever the records are. You look past the Panthers. You're gonna look past a lot of these teams. It's all about like Dan Campbell. That doesn't happen too much because he stays on that game and stays on it till that game is over. But there's a lot of other teams that bypass the teams. So it's gonna be interesting. But those games are coming up. Uh, what is happening? Copy that. So because of that, it's going to be different scenarios. You know, uh, we got to go forward though. Week 11 is coming up, and there's a lot of games of importance. There's a lot of games that's going to start separating the playoff teams, right? You're going to separate the 4-win teams from the 6-win team because these games are now becoming important games. It was like down in Atlanta, it was a bad loss for the Falcons, right? Because they didn't extend their lead. But you're still giving the Buccaneers hope. You're giving a 4-6 team hope because you didn't allow yourselves to extend that. You didn't get that victory that you were supposed to get. So now they got hope down in Tampa. They got hope down in like the 49ers got hope because Christian McCaffrey's back. The Rams got hope because they're 2 games back. The Seahawks with a subpar 500 record, they got hope. There's a lot of teams with hope. But now because of these next few weeks, anything after Thanksgiving is going to be important. But this year it's been pushed up because you got too many teams that's fighting for these last 2 and 3 positions of the playoff spots. So it's gonna be a race to the end. Some of these teams have to endure a lot of things. There's teams like Word said. There's teams that's getting healthy as the season winds down. So the 49ers are getting some people back. I think the Seahawks is getting some people back. DK Metcalf ain't been playing. The Rams just started getting healthy. They got their wide receivers back, Puka Nacua and oh gosh, what's the other guy name? The other wide receiver, number 10, Cooper Kupp. They got those guys back, right? And then like I said, in the NFC East, Philly's winning 5 games in a row. The Commanders just lost a heartbreaker today, but soon as Thursday come, they playing each other. They're playing each other for a division, and I think they got one more game to play after this game. You see, and it's going to be so many different games, right? Like I said, Baltimore got to play Pittsburgh twice within the next 7 weeks. From the week 11 to the week 18, they got to play themselves. They got to play them twice. So there's a lot of games that's going to come down to the wire. Divisions is going to come down to the wire. There's a lot of football to be played, and there's definitely a lot of football to be watched. And we will be here to cover each and every week and each and every game, whether it's a Thursday night game, a Sunday night game, or Monday night game. If the game has playoff implications, we will be here to have those conversations. We will speak about it. We will talk about the significance of the game and things like that. We're not shortcoming, basketball. Basketball is just starting. We're not going to shortchange none of the other things that we talk about, whether it's boxing, wrestling, but these games are important going into December. So we're going to cover everything as best as we can. If there's playoff implications, we will cover it. It doesn't matter, who, what, when, where, why. As a matter of fact, when Thursday approaches, I'm going to make it my business to start putting the playoff positions in order as far as if the season would end today. These 7 teams will make the playoffs. I'm going to start doing the positions of the playoff spots by the end of each Monday night or each Sunday. Well, depending on the important, like for example, the Dolphins are playing the Rams, so I would have to do that this week because the Rams are one of the teams that's getting ready to push themselves up. They'll be 2 games behind whoever, or 1 game behind in the playoff push. So I would do that then. But I we have to show you the importance of each and every game because these games are coming down to the wire and it's all for playoff position. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get that situated. Shout out to those who picked this week. We'll start the picking again Wednesday night or Thursday before the night game. 8:00 game will be the first pick. You don't have to pick the whole week before Thursday. Give you Thursday so that way you can pick. All right, we gonna pick the Commanders or you gonna pick the Eagles. You pick that, and then we'll come back either that night. Well, we'll have to talk about that because that night is a divisional game. So we'll either do the lineups or the rest of the picks after that game, or just put your picks in the. That's okay, Commander. You be busy. It's all right. We'll pick that Thursday, or just put it on the community wall. So that way, as long as it's there by 1:00, you don't miss a game. That's why Word is in trouble now. Well, he's not in trouble, but he's in jeopardy of losing because he didn't pick a game. So that's why I want people to just pick the games, and then they can have all the games in, so there won't be I lost because I missed a game. So that's what we're gonna do. For those of y'all that's hearing me, we're getting ready to prepare to close down. We're gonna go join Word in his live. It's going. I don't know what it's, but he doesn't have a topic, so it might be, chilling with the Word or something. But I thank y'all for stopping by. I thank y'all for allowing the conversation to be had about this exciting week. I will post the lineups on Wednesday. The injury report for the Eagles and the Commanders will be posted on Wednesday, so that way you can pick with open mind and say, okay, does this injury affect them or not? But we're gonna do all of that then. In the meantime, this is Mr. 33 signing off for the night. Y'all have a good one.